Cause like for real, you walked into the dealership, so you want to spend the money. So like you get to this point where you moving backwards and forward at the same time, trying to make something happen. So you just end up making nothing happen. So therefore, at that point, I gotta waste my time because you don't know how to make a decision. You don't know how to manage yourself and your expectations.
What are you doing today that makes you better than the person you were yesterday? That is part of the Ascension brand. That is the motto, the heart of what we stand for. When I pass away, I want people to know. I want people to remember me. Not for the time that I've spent on this planet, but for the things that I have done to contribute to society. My mama raised a loser, but I broke the chains. I wasn't made to be a player, I was made to build a game.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Dirty Trunk Podcast, where the elephant is always welcome. It is me, your boy Marcus Morton. I always say with me is the Aaron Mack. And we're back in the lab once again at 10:11 p.m. on this lovely Saturday night. Saturday night.
My bad.
It's all good. It's all good. We make time for you guys because, like we always say, we do this for y'all because we love y'all. We just want to give y'all the motivation to be better than y'all were yesterday. How we doing tonight, Mac?
Oh man, this has been a wild week, man. Like, so I don't know, man. It might just be. It might just be a transitioning thing because I for some reason like I just been in this never-ending transitioning period since we met, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie to you, like we started this podcast and I was just like, ever since then it's just been on the up and up. So I've just always been looking for the next big thing, and bro, I'm just starting to see the world different.
Mm-hmm.
And things are starting to open up a little bit now that I'm starting to see how things happen on the other side in short scales. I'm just it just things are just starting to just like the world is opening up like a book. So it's allowing me to write the story in a different way, So that's what's going on right now for me, man. What about yourself, man? How you been doing?
Been doing pretty good despite the things that came up recently. Just getting through those. Little one, he had a surgery recently for his hernia. Wasn't really a big, serious, complicated surgery or nothing like that. They did have to put him to sleep a little bit, just safety precaution. All it was like they went in, made
The
a
belly
cut.
button, y'all. You about to
Yeah.
make it sound more complicated than it is.
Yeah, he has a hernia, and
little man 6. He had to get the rest of the umbilical cord taken out.
Yep. And then Court with her sugar levels. She was pre-diabetic. Now she transferred into full diabetic. But I was reading something, and it might not even be that serious. Due to her past medical history, it could seriously be like something else. She could have just had like a little spike because of some previous issues, but anyway, that's neither here nor there. But other than that, man, just been dealing with life as it comes, doing the same thing, kind of seeing people in the other side of life, not the people from like our environment that are just constantly stuck in that one spot. People that are just, all right, I feel like doing this today. All right, let me see, or let me make something or figure something out to make that money or make opportunity to do that thing that I want to do today.
Right.
And it's interesting
Right.
you started with that because that's exactly where I was going with this topic today. But yeah, What's been going on with your
It's
little
wild
one?
that you talked about the pollen just now. Like I think that might be one of the reasons why we over this joint barking and stuff. Alyssa don't think she got any allergy to the pollen, but I think it affects everybody the same, but it affects everybody differently. That's my opinion on it, but that ain't scientifically proven, so you ain't gotta listen to me. But that was wild, man. We had one joint get built today. One of the big dome buggy type vehicles. It's called usually they call it a side by side, the big UTVs. Um, the joint, like the whole bottom half of that boy was just like covered in pollen. I'm talking like a flat line, just flat solid line, like a tan line going across the bottom of that boy. And my boy, he went over that joint. He was like, "Man, what the fuck is that? Like, what is that?" And he rubbed his hand on it. And I'm
Oh, I would
talking
have died.
this dude,
I would
he
have
just straight. He's
died.
this dude straight up just like sneezing, coughing, like he got the tick and everything going on. Like this dude, he hit that shit. And he looked at his hand. He was like, "Bro, what is this?" It was like, "Yo, that's pollen, bro." He was like, "Yo," he started shaking like, and it looked like somebody hit a smoke bomb on my man.
I would have been like, bro, you don't come near me, bro. That's like,
Bro, my throat been itching ever since, bro. It was so wild, dog. It looked like, and my manager, he looked at it, he was pissed. He was like, "Yo, house service let that shit come over here like that." I was like, "Bro, they do this all the time, man. We just be cleaning it up." He's like, "Nah, man, that's their job, man. Take that back." All right, we ain't gonna do nothing. Ain't gonna do us no good now. My man already about to die, so.
yeah,
Oh man.
nature's natural selection. I swear.
Sir, I don't know how it happened. Evolution, everybody just live longer, but we just we negatively affected by a little more of everything every single day, man. It's so weird.
It is, and back to the thing about like it affects people differently. Like I was talking with a coworker, he was talking, got on the subject of pollen because it was out there. Uh, he gets affected by it real bad, and dude said, "Yeah, man, I gotta take like 4 Benadryls, just to
Yeah,
make it
fuck
through the
that.
day." I was like, 4? Hold on. I'm like, you talking about the little pink jinx, right? He's like, yeah.
Yeah, them
I'm
shit's
like,
like once a day,
dog,
bro.
you got a death wish, bro. I took one at the
Bro,
beginning of the day and was knocked out the rest of the day. I
the
died.
daily dosage is one every 24 hours, bro.
I'm saying.
They even priced so you can take one every 24 hours, bro. What are we talking about?
I'm like, nah, fam. If
You just
you
making it worse.
right. I'm like, if you want to exit like that bad, bro, there are different ways, bro.
I'm just, like, if I was y'all, I'd just hibernate all spring. I'd be like Puxatawny Phil. I'm just gonna hide in the house all spring, bro. I ain't coming out till summer or until the pollen count go down. But we
Facts.
get one good rain and just wash all that stuff down the side of the road.
Can we get a check for that? Like disability, that thing is crippling sometimes,
Yeah, I
man.
don't know.
I'm
I
talking
feel
about.
like y'all deserve a stimmy here for that. Like, I couldn't do it, man. Cause I be seeing people, bro. Like, real talk. Like, I seen one girl, bro. She just like whole face blew up, like she got stung by a bee. And I'm like, yo, like you get hit. She was like, nah, this is just reaction to pollen. Every year I go through this. And she walking through, she can't breathe. She sound like a little piglet coming through, doing the little snort stuff, like trying to clear her throat. I'm like, yo, you gotta stay away from me. She's like, but
It's,
it's not contagious. It's just allergy. Stay away from me. You look nasty.
yeah, it's hard out here, man. It's hard.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't never really had too many situations with allergies. My only allergy seems to be bullshit.
Yep. I mean, That's a tough one on its own too. It's just so many people will dump all that stuff on you. Just a bunch of BS. And I'm like, bro, we can literally cut all this out. We don't even have to get on the subject. We don't even got to talk about it. Everybody knows your MO. Everybody knows that, you ain't going nowhere. You're going to stay at this same job forever. You can complain about it all you want, but what are you going to do to change?
Yeah, I don't really go through that with coworkers no more. I usually go through that with customers.
Come on.
It's wild. It's wild, bro, cuz I was talking to Alyssa while I was at work today, and I kind of keep her in one ear, and we kind of, chop it up all day. I don't know why we do that, but I just be like on the phone, calling folks, be walking the showroom floor, talking to people, be doing sales presentations. She be on the phone just chilling. Cause she at home, she ain't really getting into nothing anyway. So it's just like, you want to talk, and I'm upset that I can't be at home with you. So why not? Like managers, they don't really care. They like, oh, he doing his job, so whoop de damn do. So I told her this morning, like I sat down for a presentation like early this morning, and dude was all hype. He like, yo, I'm getting this bike. I'm gonna make this happen. I can't wait. We talking about his first ride, how much experience he had, what bikes he used to have, and how much money he make, and all this other stuff, bruh. And then when it came down to it, my man credit was like a 410. Now, now my manager who runs the credit, he looked at that joint and was like, "Yo, this dude did more work to get this credit to look like this than it would have to just actually have good credit." Like he said, you have to try to get your credit this bad. And I like sitting here right now, like I'm just like, yo, I don't even know if I can even think of of a way to make your credit that bad. Like I can't even, like you would just have to just stop paying everything, just cold turkey, just straight up, just stop and just get everything repossessed, get everything. I don't know, man. Go like everything going in collections. You foreclosing all type of stuff. I don't know, but the man, like, yo, he was just, and then he tried to argue with it, dog. Like they give us a printout of everything that goes wrong, like open charge offs, like stuff that go to collections, foreclosures. Like we can see all that, bro. Like they show us everything, just so they don't argue about it. Because when it's all said and done, they gotta sign this shit. So go back to the table and tell him. And me, and like I told you, this dude was talking real big, like he was gonna get this joint, talking about how much money he had to put down on it and all that stuff, bro. And as I'm sitting there waiting on my manager to print off the stuff before we find out the before we find out his credit score, my coworker looks at me and was like, "You ain't selling that bike." And I was like, "What you mean?" She was like, "I know that guy."
Ooh.
I was like, here we go. You know him from where? She said, "That's my," and I knew from when she said my man's title. She said, "That's my friend's. That's one of my friend's baby daddy."
Ooh.
I was like, okay. So let me get this straight. You telling me that this dude is here trying to buy a motorcycle, and he got to pay child support? And she was like, "Yep." She was like, "In fact, I just told my friend that he was here trying to buy a bike because he ain't paying his child support."
Whew. Come on now.
And I just told Alyssa, I was like, "Look, I'm trying to find the people who got the money, because they ain't about to BS me."
Right.
Like, for real, like, yo, people know exactly what their financial situation is before they sit in that chair across from me and shake my hand, look me in the eye, and say, I'm ready to buy this bike. They know exactly what they got going on, but for whatever reason, they choose to waste my time and sit in the chair anyway. Not like, okay, I'm just trying to see what I can do. No, like people who got absolutely fucked up credits. Oh, better way to do that, get the bike, because the financial institution, it was like, bro, you need a cosigner. And he found me 3 cosigners, and all his cosigners also had 400 credit scores.
So, what is that? Because, and we kind of touched on. I don't know if it's like a pride thing or but like you know your situation, right? Who are you trying to get over, or who are you trying to burn, or just screw over, just to what, make yourself look good, just to get
um,
like some quick form of luxury?
I don't know, bro.
Like you said, you have to consistently try to get your credit score below 400, below 500 even. Like my jank be going up just because I'm making payments on stuff, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I get a little notification from Credit Karma. Oh, credit score went up.
Your credit score, you have a credit score update.
What the hell did I do? I just see that number. It's green and it's a plus beside it. I'm like, oh, all right, cool. Go
I
back
ain't
doing
gonna
what I'm
argue with
doing. Yeah, right? But like,
it.
and I be thinking like, yo, you would be a great con artist if you like put your energy into doing something like that. But like you out here knowing your credit is what it is. You know you have to have a certain credit to buy a vehicle, to get anything of, I don't know, like the value that you would need to go to an establishment to, have to, for them to check your credit score. But you know you need that cosigner, good credit, or anything like that to get a vehicle. And you can go in there, BS, half-ass the whole situation, waste your time.
But yeah, because I get paid on commissions, Mark.
And it's just, it's kind of disrespectful in a way. Because I'm like, Brett, what are you doing here? Like, what was the goal?
That's the main question right there. What was our plan here?
I
Because
believe it wasn't.
when everything is said and done, you only thing you doing is just arguing about the verdict. You ain't got no solution. You ain't come in with the co-signers like, okay, there was actually one person who came in and was like, yo, y'all got this bike. I've been watching it online. I really want this bike. I know for a fact my credit ain't right. So I got me a co-signer right here. They gonna co-sign for me. Their credit good. We talked about it. We discussed it. Boom. Let's make it happen. I was like, that one. They were like, that one. Now I was a little skeptical because the joint that they was looking at was a little bit pricey.
Pricing. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, yeah, all right, let's do it. And so they signed on the line and they made it happen. Both of them ran their credit. Everything was good. We sent it out. Boom, it was done. But everybody else is just like, yeah, I want that one. And then there's this little look here when you say, yo, can you fill out a credit app? Why I gotta do that? So, what do you mean, bruh? What do you mean? Why you got to do that? That's the process, bro. Like, can't just give you a loan just because you say you good like that? Like, bro, that's not how this works.
And by all means, people, we not coming for broke people. We not acting all high and mighty.
No, absolutely. Yes, I am, bro. Because, like,
Oh,
for
yeah.
real, like, if you broke the last place you need to be is at a power sports dealership. Like, real talk, like, the last place you need to be is at a power sport dealership. If you trying to buy a vehicle because you need a vehicle, you were looking for, say you couldn't, you can't afford a car, and you was looking for a little scooter or a little Ninja 500 or something just to get around. That's different, bro. Like, you need a vehicle. I completely understand. Ain't nobody gonna fault you for that. But you come up in that joint trying to flaunt like you got it, and you trying to get the biggest thing up in there, talking about you got money to put down, and then turn it around to find out that you need a cosigner, bro. Like, you don't need to be there. You like, you got other stuff that you need to focus on, bro. I promise you.
And that's a big thing in it, right there. Like, people's focus is who, people's focus and their priorities for their responsibilities is screwed up.
All the way up, bro. Like, the dude was in there. He paid child support, man. He ain't paid child support. The girl was like, "Yo, this dude owed me child support money," but he in there trying to buy a motorcycle. Now, turns out that he, his credit denied him anyway. But for real, like, had he got the joint, like, what if the financial institution was just like, all right, so, your credit ain't right, so we're gonna let you get the loan, but we're gonna make it so that you got to pay a $3,000 down payment. He paid a $3,000 down payment. He still ain't paid pay the girl her child support money.
And then they take you to court or lock you up for it or whatever. Now you can't.
End up getting a repossession.
That's wild. And I'm like, it baffles me when people have like situations like that, because I'm like, there's so many other ways, so many avenues you can take. I remember I was working at a power plant one time, and dude was, talking about getting a car. Most of the guys there, they're fresh out of prison, jail. One of them, they just got out. They trying to, get on their feet. They working at whatever job will take them. Power plant took 'em, right. So dude was talking about getting a car. He want to go to like a dealership, get the fancy jank. But he just started getting like, consistent paychecks and whatnot. I'm like, bruh, take your butt to like the local dealership. You see it going up and down the highway, $200 down. I mean, it ain't gonna be the newest. It ain't gonna be the fastest thing or the nicest looking jank, but 200 down, you can get you from point A to point B. Might not last long, but it'll,
What the hell is the point, Mark?
I'm just saying, like, they're
Man could have
focused.
easily went to the same dealership you just told him to avoid and got a Ford Focus.
From what, like a big name dealership?
Yeah, you get a smaller car. You just don't go for the biggest shit in there because it's above your means. Get a Nissan Sentra, get a Ford Focus, get a Kia Forte. Like, bro, like every dealership has small cars that you can buy that won't break the bank. Yeah, smart car. They fucking $10,000. Like, for real, brand new $10,000. Like, get a Mini Cooper, bro. They good on the pocket. Like, they good budget friendly cars. Like, but dudes be coming out of jail trying to get jobs and trying to go get Chargers.
Yeah.
SRT, Hellcats. My manager told me he worked at Crossroads and saw somebody do that. He told him, he was like, man, look, what you complaining about the price for? You just go drive it for 3 months and stop paying for it anyway. Said dude signed on the line anyway, took the deal on the car and did exactly that. Wow, bro.
What's the end goal? You got so many people out here just
you know the end goal.
Fluid.
You know the end goal. They living for the moment.
But it ain't worth nothing. Like once
Drake said YOLO. Drake said, YOLO, you only live once. So do it right now and don't worry about the consequences later. It's Drake's fault.
That's
That
how you
man
get
said,
sent.
YOLO.
That's how you get sent to jail or get into financial debt. Getting you dig a financial hole you can't dig yourself out of or get out of. Now you just it don't make no sense, man. And meanwhile, you got people out here that are, you know, getting not one job but two jobs or getting a side hustle on top of a main job and
I wish I had time for a second job. I
I
wouldn't
mean,
even go
you
to the
writing the
second job.
books.
I just wish I had time for a second job. I just wish I had time for a second job, dog. Like literally, I just wish I had time for it. I don't want it. I just want time for it.
I mean, you got 24 hours in a day, man. You get off one job, you go straight to the next. Nah, don't do that, people.
No, hell no,
Don't do
hell
that.
no. Yeah, I'm an introvert. Have forcing myself to be extroverted all day, every day, literally 5 days a week. I ain't got the capacity to go to a second job after that, bro. I don't.
My job be having me. We gotta like call contractors at a certain point of the job if we can't finish, their work. And I'm like,
Oh, bro.
I don't feel like calling nobody. I feel like talking
If
to
I
these
ain't
people.
if I ain't got nobody in front of me, I'm on the phone, bro. Calling people I have absolutely no connection with.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know these people.
Yeah, but you know they are clients, so you know. Well, in your situation is a little bit different, but in my situation, I'm trying to make
Basically
money, so
clients.
I'm trying to make money, so I gotta call these people. I gotta find out who what Bobby Sue want to ride, how much she willing to spend, and when she coming to pick it up, and what I can say to maneuver the situation and make sure that it's good for her and that she don't feel like I'm trying to rip her off, because people definitely blame me first before they blame the dealership. Oh, you just try to get paid. Yes, I am. Fuck are you talking about, bro? I get paid on commissions. Yes, I am trying to get paid. You not? A dude hit me with that yesterday. He killed me, bro. Because he had a problem with something that he bought. Because apparently he bought a 4-wheeler and the seat was ripped. I'm like, I'm confused. Was the seat not ripped when you got it? Yeah, it was.
And why you?
Then what? How does this fall on us? Like, you signed for this. Like,
Right.
it was sold as is. Like, what? And then he was like, nah, because the salesperson should get paid and tell the customer good. I was like, sir, how much time has passed since this transaction happened? Oh, that was back in January. So you mean to tell me you telling me that this man shouldn't have got paid today for something that he did back in January? Something that you had control over?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so y'all salesmen, y'all sales folks, y'all just trying to get paid. Yeah, we are. His whole demeanor changed.
Truth hurts, don't it? Yeah.
I get paid commission. I ain't got time to be dealing with your bullshit. Hey, hell yeah, I'm trying to get paid.
Yeah. And I don't know what it is, man. The broke people, they got
Bruh,
so
so
much BS to put out, and they also put up with so much BS. It's ridiculous. Like, how this topic got started. One of the conversations me and old dude had, he was talking about the people from my previous job. He was like, they still there, still
yeah,
complaining about the same old, same old.
yeah,
Job doing them this way, job doing them that way.
yeah.
And I'm like, I'm thinking of me, I'm thinking of Mac, I'm thinking of the guy I'm talking to, and I'm like, we're doing all these things to get out of get out of this situation, to get out of that previous job. We've made it out. We're doing still in a job, still working for corporate America, but we're doing things to change that. And the people that are still there still got the same problems, still dealing with the same issues. And I'm like,
Yeah, boy, homie, still posting on that Facebook group, talking about the same stuff every day, every week.
I'm
Where the
like,
VTO at? It's like, bro, we still asking for VTO.
it's
We ain't became our own TO yet, bro.
facts.
What?
And day in, day out, it's the same thing nonstop. And I'm like, yo, when are you gonna be the change? When are you gonna put your big boy pants on, put your big lady pants on,
Yeah,
and work for something different, work for a better life?
yeah,
Like I said, homie, he just bought his 15-year-old daughter a Camaro to drive to work.
right.
You know what I was driving when I got my permit? On a Camaro.
I was driving an old Hyundai Accent.
I had an
I don't
old
even,
GMC truck
I don't
that
even
only
think they
had
make Hyundai Accents no more.
85 on the dashboard. That's all that it went up to, 85.
If that.
Right? Like, I think that
Yeah,
was the top speed. I never made it to the top speed.
because when my old Accent, when you got that joint up to 70, that thing was shaking like an earthquake.
Right? And it just goes to show that there's literally a better life out here, that it don't take much to get to. It might take a lot of work, a lot of
Damn,
things to learn
they
up
don't even
front,
make them joints no more.
but a better life can be attained. Dude only 40. Dude 40, like
Right.
3 houses, got like 5 cars, all expensive or whatever. They're not brand spanking new, but they new. He got one Oldsmobile, but like that's a dream for some people. And he just chilling. Like, I'm sitting here like, yo, what you doing with that car? You putting it in the show or something, or you're like, nah, man, I'm just chilling. You just give me the point A to point B.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, yeah, I got 2 people that 2 box trucks that 2 people ride for me. Get paid from that. And I got this little state job salary. I'm just chilling. I'm like, you trying to expand that box truck drive? Like, what are you doing? Like, nah, I'm good right here. I'm like, all right, cool.
Don't like that answer, but we'll run with it. We'll
But
run
no,
with it.
people people are different. People got different mindsets, and I don't know if it's his life experience or maybe his age that he kind of wants to just chill out right now. He done did the hustle. He done did the thing where he's gotten to a nice decent spot where he can ball out, and it ain't got no like serious consequence to it. But we got broke people trying to do that same thing. Ain't did not a fraction of the work this man did,
Mm-hmm.
and think they deserve that same lifestyle.
Yeah, that's the problem right there. That is the huge problem right there.
I'm like, yeah, man. He don't stay with his wife or nothing like that, and ain't trying to put all his business out there. But it's just like people are trying to literally ball out. They're trying to be impressive, be flashy, be this, I don't know, big money balling person or whatever, and they ain't put in not a lick of work. They ain't got a side job. They got one job that pays minimum wage. You ain't got like a corporate office type job or anything like that. You work at McDonald's or like the and what do you expect to get out of these things that you're doing? It blows my mind how the poverty mind, the broke mind, is just so focused on looking like you got money, but not actually putting in the work to actually have money to have a better life for your kids, your family, yourself. It,
Yeah,
yes,
but in addition to that, like they also act like the money that they have is the last money they'll ever have. So it's like you get to this point where you're in desperation trying to keep what you have, but you want stuff. Like for real, like why you in my dealership inquiring about shit if you ain't want to spend the money? Cause like for real, you walked into the dealership, so you want to spend the money. So like you get to this point where you moving backwards and forward at the same time, trying to make something happen. So you just end up making nothing happen. So therefore, at that point, I gotta waste my time because you don't know how to make a decision. You don't know how to manage yourself and your expectations. So I got like, for instance, right? I'm gonna just go ahead and put an example out there. I thanked the dude today, bro. I literally shook my man's hand and I said thank you, bro, because like that, you don't know how much of a breath of fresh air it is to know that there is somebody here inquiring about something that I sell and have a realistic expectation of what is going to cost to actually get it. My man said my credit ain't right. If I need a cosigner, I need a cosigner. Just let me know what I need to do, but this the one I want, and here we go. So I was like, that's the one? He said, that's the one. I was like, yeet, back to my desk. Let's go. We did the paperwork, started the preliminary stuff. He did the credit app. And I asked my man, I said, look, based on what we talked about today, based on how much that unit is, how much do you got to put down today? He said, 3. I'm going to put 3 down. Got it. All right, boom. I'm going to put 3 down. I said, all right, cool. How much your payment, how much, like, monthly payments, like what are you willing to pay? The man said, so probably like no more than $450. I was like, bruh, thank you. He said, what? I was like, bruh, you don't understand how refreshing it is that you understand how money works enough to say not to give me a unrealistic expectation. Because like honestly, like yo, if somebody telling me something, I write it down and I gotta go fight for that. Like I become the representative. So I gotta go to my management, who the ones who make the decisions, the ones who've been in this industry for ages now. And I gotta go to them and let them know, like, look, the customer said that this is what they got to put down, this is what they want to pay a month. We gotta how can we make that happen? I gotta be the representative for you. So if you say I got a $20,000 loan that for this bike that I want to get, or this 4-wheeler I want, and I gotta go back and you tell me that you don't want to put no money down, and this is a real situation. You tell me you don't want to put no money down, but you want to pay a payment of $150 a month, but you're going to end up financing a $20,000.
with that.
Right. This is a real situation, dog. A real situation. It happened yesterday. I argued with this man. I was like, bro, you're not getting this. Like, I want you to have this because you want to have this. But you not based on how you want this, you're not getting this, dog. Like, I don't care how you feel about it, but like there's some things that I know about you already. There's some things that you have told me just sitting here at my desk. There's some things about you that needs to be repaired before you even get the things that you want. You need to get the things that you need first. You ain't got what you need first. And now you sitting here wanting something. You won't have the luxury to want nothing, man. Like for real, like you don't have the audacity to be in here making demands. And when I took and you know, quiet as it's kept, I took the paperwork up to my manager. My man said that man can't. He don't need to make no demands. He not in a position to make demands. You don't got. He ain't got the juice like that.
Hmm. Hmm. Now, all right. So we got people out here that'll fight with you tooth and nail, knowing they ain't ready for something, knowing they ain't got the funds for something.
Yeah, bro. Yeah,
And
absolutely.
on the other hand, you got people out here and they are the prime examples of what success looks like. You know, they'll come up, all right, I want that. All right, we understand you want it, but you gotta do X, Y, Z before you can get that.
All right.
I'll be back. And you know, they'll go do XYZ. They'll, you know, learn the ways of the trade, and they'll come back prepared. You know, people
Happens all
trying
the
to
time.
take on the final boss, and they ain't did not one quest, ain't
You know
did
what
a
I'm saying?
side quest,
You
ain't got
came
the
up the great,
experience
you
up.
came up the Great Plateau with 3 hearts and tried to go fight Ganon.
Fact, like you ain't prepared or nothing, and
Yeah.
it baffles me at the audacity and ignorance that people have with situations like that in life. Like you've been breezing through life your entire life, and you come up to a job interview or a whatever where you have to present yourself, and you thinking, I already got this in the bag, and you just you talk up a big game. Oh, I've done this. I got this type of experience or whatever. All right, but who are you as a person? What you mean? What type of value can you bring, you know, to this team? Like, yeah, solo, you sound good as alone, but what you got to offer? Like, what
Know
can
what I'm
you?
saying?
Oh well, yeah, I got this degree, I got, you know, whatever experience at this job. Yeah, but we need this type of person, and right now, as you're speaking, you're not that type of person.
We ain't
You
seeing
ain't that
that.
guy.
We not seeing that in your demeanor right now. You like false confidence right now. You just all talk, all show pony.
Right? It's crazy how people they'll go their whole life being that person, being that show pony, talk a big game, you know. And I think it was either the last episode or the episode before that. You know, we talked about, you know, that old guy that be around the block trying to, you know, spit game to you, trying to, you know, talk himself up, but yet
Oh
he
yeah,
driving.
the dudes that like 70 some years old wearing the jersey and the t-shirt under
Lord,
in 2024.
with the band-aid under the eye.
You not the band-aid, bro. Come on. I just said headband at least. Damn, you had to. Goddamn.
But
Uh,
it's two sides to the coin, and if you out here living life, if you want to be successful, be the side that, you know, sees, that can acknowledge, that can address the elephant, that can address that they have flaws, that they're missing something, that they can be taught, they can learn
mhm.
something new. Like, they don't know it all, we don't know it all.
Yeah.
We're constantly learning day by day. We constantly networking, constantly talking to people, and just like trying to figure this thing out. Because in our environment, nobody's teaching us how to start a business. No one's teaching us how to uh you know, make generational wealth. We haven't seen that. Generational wealth to us is, all right, you know, somebody passed and
Pass down an old car that's about to break down,
facts.
or a house that ain't paid off yet, that got refinanced or something like that.
And it's like there is a whole nother side to life that people ain't living, people ain't even experienced. I seen a video of a Lamborghini boat today. I'm like, what is that like? What type of, where do you go to find a Lamborghini boat? And who is out here going to a dealership and dropping money for a Lamborghini boat?
Nah,
Not
but
people
for
from
real
our
though, do
era.
you go to a car dealership or a marine dealership? Like who sell
So
that?
so did you know that there's dealerships for like bigger vehicles?
Yeah.
I did not know that. I was driving to a jank one time and I passed this dealership and it was nothing but like giant tractors, giant box trucks, giant you know, big trucks without, logos and stuff on them. So I'm like, oh, this is where they get them from.
Yeah.
So you just walk up in there and be like, I want something huge that could pull about a load of 15,000 pounds. Is that a regular load size? I don't know load size. I don't drive trucks,
Mhm.
but you just walk up in there. I mean, like, do you get it sent to you? Do you drive off with it that day? Well, of course you're gonna have like a CDL license or something for the big vehicles.
Not for a box truck.
Not for, well, yeah, and not for a box truck. But I know for like a if you want to pull trailers or like dump trucks and stuff like that or something like that. But yeah, like without having the job I do now, without learning the things I do now, I would never know that. And passing that junk, I was just thinking of like the possible side businesses somebody can start, the possible just business in general. People can start with dealerships like that, with that type of stuff being out there in the world. Like we keep saying, people live their entire lives at their hometown. Like you have so many funerals at your hometown, and people get to talking about such and such, and they were like, yeah, he played basketball, he was good at it, he could have went here but didn't, and then he was just always shooting at the rec. It's like, oh man, I miss my homie or whatever. We always chilling on the weekends. We'll go to the rec together, play basketball. I'm like, but that's it? Yeah, man, we're real tight. We talk about a lot of things. That's it? Yeah, he was a great guy. That's it? Like he ain't,
It's
coach little league or
all four of y'all thought he was a great guy. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. So like in contrast, like to some of the people that I've been seeing, man, like I don't know if did I talk about the guys that came and dropped $25,000 straight cash on my desk.
talked about the guys that came in and a guy had bought something for another guy, right? That came
Yeah,
in, pulled a chair out
yeah.
for him,
No, 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 no,
different.
no. This is a different situation.
Oh, nah.
This guy came in. He ran me through the ringer. But I could just tell, just based on the conversation we were having, that this man wanted something and he wanted it bad. This man ended up paying for a UTV and paid $25,000 in cash money, no check, straight bills. Dropped that shit on my desk and was like, "Here you go." I sat down at the desk and was like, "Yo, nah, put that back up." Like, yo, for what are you doing? Like, it's $25,000 cash. Like, this is 25. Count it. And he just like handed me a brick. Like, yo, I'm like,
Did it have the band
bruh.
on it? They had the ban on it.
It had the ban on it, bro. I was straight from the bank, dog. I was like, yo, what are we doing here, bro? Like, put that shit up, man. Like, and then they argue with me because I wouldn't let him pay me. Like, I was like, what's happening? I was like, what is happening here, bro? Put your money up, man. Like, we got to get you in finance, dog. Like, what are we talking about? So, like, I'm just seeing stuff like that, yo. And we got people who just like they just basic, man. Like I think, and you know, just kind of feel like people just out here just like even the people who make money, they just kind of just happen to have a job that makes money. Like it's not even that deep because even people who got like like a bigger financial income, like even they still got the same problems. Like they still got somebody above them, like wondering the same thing. Like, yo, why you not here though? Like every single person, every single stage in life is just like you just got somebody over top of you, and there's always a higher level, but I'm just trying to figure out, like, yo, like, how do we get to a space where we just get so stagnant in where we at that we're fighting for things that people are throwing money at? Like, I just don't understand how you could be okay with living a life where you come like and you know, by all means, bro. The financial institutions that sets up all of the loan accounts for everything that we sell, they are looking at this stuff like it's something that you want. It ain't like a car dealership. It's not like you need this. So they're gonna look at it a little bit different than when you buying a car because they like you want this. So this is risky for us. This is real risky for us because this is just something you want. You don't even need this. So when they go into each deal, they nitpick a little bit more than when you buy a car. Speaking of buying a car, used to be a lot more nitpicky than it is nowadays. Like it's a hell of a lot easier now, and I think it's a mindset shift. But I'll get to that in a second. But like. Excuse me. Like when they set up these accounts, they're nitpicking every single thing. They're looking at credit history. They're looking at proof of income, or they're looking into your bank accounts. They checking everything. They're looking at your references, the people that you hang with, like your last job, like your current job, how much you made year to date. They looking at all that, dog. So they looking at it in a way as saying that we have to protect our interests because you're not going to protect yours. Because you're going to affect our bottom line if you get this and you mess this up. And then motorcycles is a little bit of a little tricky situation because people will be in car in payments or whatever, locked into a loan for a motorcycle, drop that joint, and the motorcycle broke and they don't want to fix it. Or they don't want to ride it no more. They want to get rid of it. So now we got to repossess a vehicle, and now the bank don't even have an asset to take from you because the joint that you had is broken. It's easier to break a motorcycle than a car, but none of that is really relevant at this point. But like, I'm just trying to figure out how somebody can be in that situation. You don't even need this, but you want this. And there's nothing wrong with wanting it. There's nothing wrong with wanting it. But when the folks say they need something from you and you can't give it to them, and they're not asking for an arm and a leg, Mark. It's not like they're asking for the Mega Million drawings. It's a $10,000 bike, $15,000 four-wheeler. They're not asking you for your firstborn child. They're asking for what's theirs. They're asking for collateral. Like literally, that's all we doing is transferring collateral at this point. So when somebody tell you that you ain't got what it takes to fulfill the collateral needs, don't you think that would send a red flag to you to just say like, yo, if I can't do that, then why am I here? If I can't do that, then maybe I should go work something up and reevaluate my life or my wants because I probably want too much.
Yeah. It's not hard. It's not. It doesn't make you less of a person. It doesn't hurt. It, and I don't understand why we live above our means in the first place, because it don't look good. Like if you got a family, you living above your means, you buying all these luxury items, you trying to get all these luxury items, and you just don't have the means for it. What are you doing? And if you don't have it and you want it, do what you need to do. Not swindle, not, waste people time, but like actually legitly do what you need to do to get it and subtain it. And
What?
that's a
Why are you making up words, bro?
Subtain, what is it? Subtain, yeah. What I say?
Uptime, dog. You
No, like sustain. Yeah. English, my bad. Sustain. Like
making up.
keep it over a long period. I know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, but they don't. The fuck?
But do what you need to do to have a system in place or have something in place to where when you get it, you can keep it for a long period of time. Like you're not just buying something that's gonna get repossessed in the next 3 months or the next 2 weeks. You buy it and it's yours. You're gonna have it for a long time. If you want to pass it on to your kids, pass it on to your kids. Don't be that person that only passes on objects and liabilities to your kids. Actually, make it work for you down the line if you can.
I think we need to address this YOLO mentality because I think that might actually be the biggest problem right there. Like for real, I I was watching Black AF, and I don't know if you know who Kenya Barris is, Mark, but he is the creator of Blackish.
Mm-hmm.
You ever watch Blackish?
Yep. Blackish, Grownish.
Yeah.
Another one.
Yeah. Yeah. Mixedish. Yeah.
Stop.
So it's about the mom from Blackish, her upbringing, how she was from a mixed family. Actually, a pretty good show. Me and Alyssa started watching it because we kind of fit that same vibe. So it kind of helped us understand what we were getting ourselves into by having kids. So we started watching that joint. But he did it wasn't like a documentary. It was filmed like a documentary, like somebody was filming a documentary, like one of those situations where one of your characters is filming something and turning it into a documentary, one of those kind of tropes. And it was just a sitcom that he did called Black AF. And it was supposed to be like a parody on his own family, and it was a Netflix show that he did, but he was like his character on there was like him to the 14th power. Like he was just like, I'm rich and I'm going to show you that I'm rich, and he was doing like absurd things to show people that he had money, like to the point where somebody said that Like there was this one episode where he was like, where there was like a news article, like some kind of TMZ kind of report that was saying that he had lost his money. You know how people just stir up dumb drama or whatever, and apparently his character fell for it. So he just started buying really ridiculous stuff. Like he ended up buying like 5 Lamborghinis at one time. He was like, "Yeah, I bought one for me, bought one for my wife, I bought one for my oldest kids, for all of us going on a family trip, and we all taking all our Lamborghinis." He was like, "We going to Vegas, and we gonna buy the strip up." He was talking about spending all this money. So when, excuse me, so when his daughter character, the one that was filming the documentary, she was the voice of reason of everybody. She was like, "Well, why do you think you spend this much money? Like, why do you feel the need to do this?" And he said, "You don't understand. I was broke. And so I pay for stuff. I spend money because I came from nothing. And that's why I buy stuff. That's what I buy what I want. Because I came from nothing." Now,
You know how many
I don't know.
times
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
I've literally heard that so many times. Before I got with Court, she kind of had that mentality also. Like I want things because I didn't really have the upbringing I wanted, or and I'm like, but that ain't on you. Like that a good portion of your life, your parents are your source of a lot. Once you get out on your own, sure, go ahead, establish yourself first, and then the luxury stuff should be the furthest thing from your mind when you're coming from poverty, when you're coming from the environments that we're in. But it's just, I guess, growing up, and it's not everybody. I do have some homeboys that that grew up in a lot worse situations than us, than just a lot worse situations. But they ain't really on that. They're like, yo, I really wanna establish myself. It's like, yeah, we talk about big dreams, we talk about one, Lamborghini, fast cars, and all this other stuff. But like, they actually have the work ethic, the grind, the all right. I know where I want to be in life. I know what I need to get there. I just need a start. I just need a clear path, and I'm gonna figure that out. I'm not here looking for to be flashy. I'm not here to have a supermodel on my arm or anything like that. I just want a loyal person beside me. I just want to, do what I'm talented in, and I want my life to be around me, my family, my legacy, and I want my name to mean something at the end of my lifetime.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you can't do that with this YOLO mentality that people have. It's impossible. Like, cause
People try it too, man.
they do.
At the club every night. Pay, there's people paying prostitutes off every week. Money on Jordans, all that
I'm
stuff.
like, at the end of the day, what is all that if not just a paperweight, a placeholder? Like, you can't do nothing with that if you're not a shoe collector or whatever. You buying shoes to wear daily out so they can get scuffed up so somebody can step on them. You wasting money. You
Yeah.
look like you got money, but you ain't got much. You spending it all on Jordans. You spending it all on substances. You spending it all on stuff that doesn't even cover up that you once were broke or you once lived a poverty life, because
That's true.
it's clear. Everyone knows that, if you're out here,
Oh, no, actually, no, Mark.
people
Not to
don't
the
know that.
people in their environment. The people in their environment don't know the
Yeah,
difference because they hang out with people just like them and they associate themselves with people just like them. It's the reason why,
I get that.
and it's the reason why every time somebody come in and say that they want something and we check their credit and they got a shit credit score, while I always know that the person next to them got a shit credit score too.
Mm,
There's a reason for that.
yeah, yeah. It's and it just made me think about uh uh, see, I don't even know his name, but gave him the nickname Party Ready. I just imagine what his credit score
Yeah,
was. I imagine, just what his circle looked like. You know.
yeah, he has some 4-syllable name that ended with Quan.
All right.
Yeah, I just know about 3 or 4 syllables that ended with Quan. That's all I know.
Lord. But just people like that, people that will come to work, with two or four chains on, rings, grills, tight pants with the big old back. But how did this man made it through security?
He had to take it off every time. Literally every single time.
What is nah, bruh. But anyway,
I'm
you
talking
got
trying to make rate and everything.
you got these people that'll go to the extreme to show off, and yeah, they're gonna get praise from the people in their environment, but like we said, at the end of their lifetime, all they have is a couple of good words from the people in their environment, if they were a good person, and nothing else. Like they don't have this laundry list of accomplishments. They don't have you know I spoke with this guy once and he completely changed my life. He gave me like words of encouragement. Just his life alone gave me the motivation to clean my life up, to do something for the better. Like they can't say that.
Right.
And I'm like, what type of doors, what type of pathway does living a YOLO lifestyle open for your legacy, your kids, your friends and family? Like what does that do for them? Because like the
Uh-huh.
the main word in YOLO is you, and that's all you living for. That's all you worshiping is you. Now we're big advocates of taking care of your star player, but take care of yourself to the point where when you do something, when you move, it affects your whole circle in a positive way. Like us being better, us you know going forward in our career
Yeah.
paths and my video games and Max books helps out the both of us, helps out this podcast, helps out the people that we're trying to reach out to.
Yeah.
You got people out here just like all about themselves. They, like Max said, going to the party, you know, collecting more and more baby mamas, and they ain't even got the means to take care of themselves. And you're talking about bringing in whole new life into the world, and you
And go buy a motorcycle.
go buy a motorcycle. And then, Lord forbid, but you get on that motorcycle, you wreck, you break the bike, and hurt yourself to where, you can't even provide for yourself. Now what you gonna do? You had people that
Excuse me.
that counted on you, that was counting on you to be this light, to be this person in their life, and you
To
you
be the
you
provider.
squandered it. Be the provider, and you squander it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh. So get out yourselves, people. Get out of yourself, and just focus on what you need to get out of the environment, to get out of the hole, to get out of the rut that you are in. It's gonna take work. It's gonna take
I
hard
got
work.
it.
You got it.
Yeah, I got it. I got
Right.
it.
Let them know something.
Cause I'm just fed up with it, bro. Like I said, like Alyssa thought it was me when I said it, bro. I knew what I meant. I knew what I was saying, dog. Cause like, bro, for real. And I'm sympathetic to the underdog, and I think that's starting to play against me at this moment because like when I'm sitting at the joint, dog, like I'm the only black dude in there, Mark.
Come on.
I'm the only black dude in there, dog. So when they come in and they nervous, and I should have took this as a red flag, bro. They don't like going around people that's going to sell them something. I should have took it as a red flag, ma. Because when they come in there, they don't want to go to nobody else. They get white coat syndrome. They come straight to my desk, bro. Like real talk. Like they'll make eye contact with about 3 white folks, come straight to my desk, and they'll come have a conversation with me about something that they were looking for or something that they want. All the white folks go to the white folks. So when I said it, when it came out of my mouth, I was like, look, I need to find the people with the money. I don't need to talk to these broke people no more. Cause I sat down, my coworkers, all of them, every single one of them. We got this thing called a hat trick. You sell 3 units in one day, you get $100 bonus off every 3 you sell in one day, plus the commission of the 3 units you sold in that day. So everybody got a hat trick except for me. Cause I'm sitting there, I'm talking to people. I got people at my desk because they want something. They want something, but they don't have the financial means to make it happen. So you caused me to spend unnecessary time with you, and you knew for a fact that you couldn't get it. So, bro, I'm done. I'm done holding your hand. I'm done trying to make you feel good about yourself because you need somebody to stroke your ego. Like, I'm done with that. Like, for real, I can't do it no more, bro. Like, I wasted time today. I wasted about 6 hours with people who knew for a fact that they didn't have their shit together, but they still came in there to make a purchase that they knew they couldn't, a transaction that they knew they couldn't get on the other side of. I'm done with that. Like, for real, I got a family at home, bro. Like, I told my wife she could stay at home, and I said, yo, don't worry about nothing. I got you. Don't worry about nothing. I got you. I can take care of it. I can bring whatever home that we need so you can stay at home. You can take care of our daughter, and we ain't gotta just be working to pay for childcare. And you can start the business of our dreams right from the house. I told her that. So when you come in and you ain't got your shit together, and you sit down in front of me, bro, I promise you, I'm willing to work with anybody who want to be worked with. The problem is that some of y'all know for a fact, you wrong, bro. You wrong. You know for a fact you can't afford it. You know for a fact you got other things going on. You know for a fact that your priorities are wrong. And you still come to waste my time. My priorities are right. I put myself in the position to be in control of my money. I put myself in the position to have more scalability of the amount of money that I'm able to bring in every single year. But you come to sit in front of me because you got an idea. You just had a hunch that maybe it might work. Maybe I could get on this. You don't even plan to keep this. You don't even want this for real. You just want the experience. Bro, I promise you, you can go rent a bike. You can rent my bike. If it keeps you from wasting my time, renting my bike is on Rider Share and Twisted Roads right now. Go in there, pay your $50 per day to rent my bike so you don't have to come sit in front of me and waste my time. Because I got shit I got to do. Like, real talk, I got stuff I got to do. I don't need you wasting my time, bro. For real. So, for real. for everybody out there who listening to this, dog, especially if you one of the people I'm talking to right now, and I ain't trying to push the fuse on nobody's feet. But if you wearing a size 13, and I'm talking about a size 13, by golly, we got a match. Cinderella is all in here walking up this foyer floor right now. Like she walking up these stairs. So if the shoe fit, by all means, if it don't fit, you do what you want to do. I don't care. It really don't bother me at all. But what I implore you to do right now is you need to worry about the things that you supposed to worry about. You don't need to worry about the things that everybody else is worried about. You don't need to worry about the biggest bike, the next big thing, the biggest, the next, the prettiest pair of shoes, the next Jordans coming out, the next iPhone coming out. That ain't got nothing to do with you. You need to focus on the things that are in front of you, because your life is falling apart right now, and it's up to you to put it together. And for whatever reason, you out here trying to be a consumer. You need to be producing for your family, but you are being a consumer. You are focused on consuming somebody else's stuff instead of producing your own stuff. You need to focus on you and your family. Stop focusing on everybody else shit. Because everybody else is just perfectly fine selling you just because you said yes to something. And you, in turn, screwing up the people around you. Focus on what you got going on. Stop focusing on everybody else's shit, because they're going to sell you. If there's a slither of hope that you are going to get it and you don't even need it, they know you don't need it, but they know that they can capitalize off of your failure if you fuck it up. Please focus on your own shit. This is not a game. Life is not a game no more. We're done with games. Focus on you. We out.
All right, man. Any closing remarks? Anything we got
That
coming
was
up
the
for the
closing
people?
remark.
That was the closing remark. All
That
right,
was the closing remark.
Look, everybody. This has been the Dirty Trunk Podcast, where the elephant is always welcome. It is me, your boy Marcus Morton. I always say with me is the Aaron Mac. And before we go, please remember that those who shy away from addressing the elephant in the room are doomed to be crushed by the weight of it. We love y'all.
Peace. Love y'all. See y'all next week.